Hey everybody, welcome to English 1301. I'm glad you have found our video. I just wanted to take a few minutes to kind of walk you through our course and how D2L is set up and how we will use it in our course. So once you sign into D2L, I want to kind of bring your attention up here to our news announcements. Lots of things that are happening with Temple College are usually going to be posted right there. So this is going to be kind of campus-wide information. You can see if you just scroll down a little bit more, there's D2L tutorials. So if you're not sure how to work any type of function, how to make a discussion post, how to use Dropbox or take the quiz, all of these are right here. So, check out those tutorials that are already made for you. And I'm going to just bring us right down to our course. So you should have a list of the classes that you're taking right here. So as you have already done, you found our class. So I'm just going to take you right here into our English 1301. When you're in the course home, you're going to find I put up announcements right here. So you're going to see one on that very first day of class, but you're also going to see them several times throughout the week. I like to communicate with you right there. I'll let you know any updates that are happening, any tips I'm going to give you about a particular essay, or just, maybe kind of summarizing a little bit about what's happening that week. So be sure to check that out. But from there, pretty much everything we're going to be doing is going to be found right here underneath our content. So you have found the start here, so well done. You can find out a little bit more information, about Temple College and things like that also right here under this little section. We do have continuing orientation clips, and you can watch those and kind of familiarize yourself with the campus and all the different information that you might want to know about, like financial aid or, open carry laws or the Writing Center. Any of that information you can find right there. So you can see if we continue down, this is pretty much the number of all the information. So you really don't want to start and kind of click through. I do organize each week in its own separate module. So you're probably at first going to want to check out the syllabus. So you can click out and go right here into the syllabus, and you're going to see that if you click this, I do have our course syllabus and policies. I have our course schedule. I also have in here guidelines for participating in our discussions, how to create a discussion thread. If you're not sure where to start, check this one out. If you're having any trouble setting up your email, you want to make sure that you use this, and this is going to be really important because this is how you're going to talk to me throughout the course. Since we are still dealing with hybrid learning and online learning, most of the time I am not on campus. I am here on Mondays, but any other time throughout the week we'll probably set up information or meetings through Zoom or through the phone. So you're going to want to reach out to me right there. So make sure that you get set up with your TC email account, because that's how I usually conversate with my students. I also keep all of our essay instructions right here, so they're easy for you to find throughout the course. They are in the individual weekly content when they're assigned, but if you want to be able to kind of flip through and see what kind of papers am I going to be writing, when are their due dates for those of you guys that are good planners, all of this is right here, so you can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what's happening. We will also have an oral presentation for this course, and I have all of that information you can find right there. And I do keep some, resources right here for you. Once again, I have this orientation clips, have some tips here for you on things that I'm picky about, but then some really helpful links that might help you throughout your entire time here at Temple College, including information on how to get in touch with the Writing Center. These people are great. They will help you at every stage of the writing process. So if you need somebody to help look over your essay or to maybe help you brainstorm some good ideas for a thesis statement, maybe, working on different references that you're putting in, reach out to these people. They're wonderful and they are there to help you. And it is free. It's included in your tuition. We also have our help desk and tech support. So if you're running into any issues with D2L or your email, I'm not the best person to call for that because that's above my pay grade. So you're going to want to reach out to the help desk and they will get everything squared away for you. They are experts in tech support. If it's been a while since you've been in an English class and you're not quite sure what some of those rules are, I do have a book here of the Elements of Style from Strunk and White, which is pretty much your most classic writing handbook. So make sure you download that and kind of flip through it. And if you're wondering, do I use a comma here? Well, they've got a small little chapter on that. So go ahead and check that out. And of course, if you have any questions with D2L, I've got that information right there for you. So once you are familiar with where to find information when you need it, and that's essentially what this is, then you're going to want to come through and just get started on week 1. So every week I pretty much set up our content the same way. And you can see each week you're going to click into this all the way through, and I let you know when those courses begin by the dates that are there. But you can see what I do is I set up a very small little written lecture right here, kind of walking you through what we're going to be doing. And I have a actual lecture video for you over that particular week's content. You're going to find that there when we have those. Sometimes I have bonus podcasts. So if you are an auditory learner, you like to throw in your AirPods and go about doing other things. I know I do. I love listening to Audible and podcasts when I'm in the car or when I'm cleaning dishes. So I have a few of those made right here for you with one of my coworkers, Professor Parker. So be sure to check those out. Those are kind of fun. And they give you a little bit more in-depth information about what's going on and what we're learning about this particular, section of our course. You're going to see once you get past the actual content I need you to know, then you're going to get into the actual lessons. So here we have, what I need to read this week. And I'm going to have a module set up each week, what you need to read, and this could include extra videos I'm going to have you write or a couple links. Since this is a zero textbook course, you don't have chapters that you're going to be reading each week. I'm going to put that information right here. Usually with writing, we have a little bit less reading as far as the chapters go. I like to get you actually working on writing. That's the best way, I think, to help you to become a better writer. So I'm going to have some links that talk about writing, and then we're going to get right into practicing. And you're going to see that right here, what I need to write this week. Pretty much every week you're going to see that I have some kind of writing assignment assigned for you, whether it's an essay, which we will do 3 over the course, or a weekly discussion post. You can pretty much bank on a discussion post every single week in this class. You can click here and find the topic and write on that right here. Let's see if I click right into there. You're going to see that I have the information when you want to have your initial discussion post turned in. You can see the grading rubrics on how those are going to be organized and how I'm going to be grading them. So if you're wondering, wow, how do I get a really good grade on that? Check over the rubrics, make sure you hit the nail on the head, and you're going to do great. Discussion posts really help us to practice writing in a lower stakes assignment before we get over to that essay. But they really also help us to get to know one another in the course. I know some of the stuff is done online, but we can still build, a great community here of learners. And so please, jump in. You have 8 weeks with me to work on writing. Let me know how I can help you. I really hope you see that writing is a great way to not only sharpen some skills that are wonderful to use out there in, the workforce, but they're a great way for you to develop your own voice. So join me on there and we're going to have some fun. So you can see that I found that right here under what I need to write for the particular week, but you can also find our discussions just by making this little click right here next to our content. So I'm going to go right back to week 1. And you're going to see that your other writing assignments are generally right there as well. And then you're going to have a weekly grammar instruction. Most of the time I'll either have something written here for you to look at, or I will have a weekly quiz or practice game for you. So be sure to check those out. You can see I also have all the quizzes linked right up here at the top. Now, Dropbox is something that is actually pretty great. This is where we're going to turn in all of our assignments, so you don't have to worry about trying to attach them and send them to me through email. They'll get posted right in here. So you will drop your essays right into these particular folders, depending on which one we're doing. And They're going to go through a process called Turnitin, and that essentially just runs it through to make sure that the content is original, that it's not plagiarized. It does run against every bit of information on the internet and in books and in previous papers that are written. So, you know, it's always best to just make sure that you're doing your own writing in the course, because plagiarism is just something that I really can't help you with. That's pretty much a surefire way to get a 0 on an essay, and we don't want any of those. You know, writing that we're not as confident with, or that we feel like we might struggle with a little bit, can go through a revision and we can earn better grades. So, but plagiarism is something that's just not tolerated. So you're going to see when you upload your essay, it's going to go through that Turnitin thing, and you're going to see that little barcode thing. So don't worry too much about that. As long as you're writing your own original content, you have nothing to worry about at all. All right, I do allow multiple submissions. So let's say you upload the wrong file and oh no, that's my rough draft. Simply upload another file and make a small little note and say, please grade this one, and I will grade the one that you mark. You can also come over here. You can see that we have a class list, and by clicking this you can see who's all in the class. And if you see a little green dot next to someone's name, like mine right here, then you're going to see that, you know, that is someone who is online right now, and then you can reach out and chat with me. You can also check your grades by coming over here into the grade folder. I do also take attendance. And those are pretty much the only little things that you're going to have to worry about right up here on this tab bar right here. But just, you know, keep in mind, most important thing is to keep an eye on that content, and each week. You can also see here, right here on this course homepage, where you have our news, where I'll be putting information out. I also have our calendar, so you can see when things are due. Keep an eye on this so you don't miss any important information or due dates. Those are also in your syllabus. But if you have any questions for me at all as you get started in the course, reach out to me. My email address is posted on our syllabus, and I'm ready to help you. Have a great week, everyone.